Hello, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to start a new course which is the Python crash course. So we are going to go with the part 1 which is the foundations and the logic of Python. In this course you will be learning very easily. It will be a dead easy subject if you follow this course. So what is a Python? What is Python? It's a universal tool which is used for web development, AI, data science and game development. Here are some examples. For website, we have Instagram. For AI, we have Google. And for game development, we have Netflix. And it is also data science. And this is the history of our Python. In 1989, in the Netherlands, Gideon van Rossum begins the development on a new programming language, and the version 1 is released into the public. Despite the logo, the Python is didn't came from the name of Python does not come from the snake, but it was inspired by the British comedy show Monty Python's Flying Circus. And this is the simplicity. And what is the Python is used? Python is designed to be simple, easy to understand, and highly it is for beginner friendly. It mostly contains about the English language. For example, print means printing, right? Input means taking the data from the users, right? Let we can tell, and it is powerful enough to run the backend. Means like servers will be there, right? For any programming language, you will be having some servers, some drivers, right? So much backend will be there for the largest companies, like Google also uses Python and HTML like that. So Python global domains isn't despite its simplicity, it is because of it. By prioritizing human readability, it became the standard for the students and tech giants alike. And these are the 4 pillars of the Python's architecture. It is a high level, means easy for the humans to read and write without managing raw computer memory. And it is interpreted, means executes the code sequentially, running line by line rather than compiling. And it runs in every platform like Windows, Linux, Apple, Chrome, like that. And it has a simple syntax. Commands are structured similarly to plain English, mostly. I have told, right? So, code is written vertically. The Python interpreter reads and executes a single instruction immediately. If an error causes, then the program stops, making it incredibly easy to find and fix mistakes compared to the compiled languages. So you will be learning how to make the languages in your further episodes. So what's the fundamental engine? So first we'll be taking input, which are the raw data, variables that you can take coding. And this is the Python engine, which will be, taking every engine which are, set of instructions, and it will use the output. You can see the diagram. It is taking some things. It is generating here like a machine, and it is done into shape. Means what the result which is needed by the user. For example, I wanted this cube. I gave this to all the shapes. So the Python processed and made the cube. Like that only, same fundamental you can use for this. You will be given the code. I wanted to make an app, suppose, and this processes, and my app will be coming here. And this is the input process output of the Python. If you for solving 1 plus 2 also, the numbers 1 and 2 will be the input, and the math now in the process will be adding them. Okay, 1 plus 2, the mathematical action of addition. Now we'll be outputting the sum, which is 3. In same way in the Python, you'll be defining the variables, then will be there will be processing, and it gives out. Sometimes you can sprint, sometimes you'll be using some other way. So this is the IPO, which is input process output, which is mandatory for every programming language. So if your teacher asks, you can tell it like that. Now this is the foundation. So you have completed the system, and I think you need to download some of the apps which are Python. So this is known as idle Python. Okay, this is the idle Python where you will be writing some commands. like this. Print Sai. See, print Sai. See, it prints. So see, it is checking line by line or not. This is known as the interpreting, right? And you need to download the second app, which is also known as the Visual Studio Code. It is called as the Visual Studio Code. We'll be writing the code in bulk amount like this. This much code will be written and will be checked line by line. If you play it, or else if you run it, if I'm running this code which I have wrote it, see, this type you will be getting the output. See, this will be the output. See, it is running line by line, then it is giving the answer or the result. So you should be downloading these all. You can download it, and then you have learned the IPO of the Python, and next we'll be going to the basic of coding elements. So with the history and mechanics on the IPO model you have understood, now you're ready to write the first lines of your actual Python in the next module. Now you can even try the interactive quiz. So scan it and then write it. And this is a summary map of the chapter. And again, let's meet in the part 2. And don't forget to